Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Kelton Alexander here, and I'm a two-star pro associate with Talk Fusion, the next billion-dollar brand. This is my friend Bob, and by now you should have seen his video where he explained to you several things about the company. Now, if you remember when he was on this boat, he asked us if we could make Talk Fusion work for us by three things. He said, get excited and ask everyone you know if they're interested in making extra money. The second thing he said was show his presentation. And then he said introduce people to who introduced it to you. Very, very simple, right? So let's talk about the opportunity with Talk Fusion. Now, think about this for a second. We could get a loan to buy a franchise for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars with a logo and a track record to get started with zero customers of our own. Weekly franchise fees at a typical 8%, monthly expenses of tens to thousands of dollars a month, spend 5 years just to break even with 40 employees and subcontractor problems, rules and regulations, and they change every year, plus lawyer fees to fight off litigation. Talk about tons of risk, right? Or compare that to Talk Fusion, the best technology based, home based, relationship word of mouth based business at a world class value, a no risk, all reward franchise prototype with hundreds of competitive and differential advantages, and is 5 to 10 years ahead of these global brands by the biggest breakthrough in online video technology, and yet it functions with these billion-dollar brands, which by value is thousands of millions higher in value than any other franchise or traditional or home-based business out there. So now let's talk about no risk, all rewards, and how we can turn $1,499 or less into five, six, seven, or even eight figures with an operating time of only 7 to 10 hours a week and operating costs of just an internet connection and 33 cents to $1.68 a day instead of tens of thousands a month. Now, when it comes to money in business, we need no-brainer decisions, right? That way, our business moves much more swiftly without any sands in the gear of this well-oiled machine. So, to get the most out of the business and the best return on investment, I have to recommend a no-brainer package, our Pro package at $14.99, and here's why. First of all, the difference in picking the Pro package is not only saving $1,500 on the manufacturer's cost of $3,000, but we also would earn 30 times more money over the same time frame than we would over the $99 video email package and three times more money over the same time frame than we would over the $499 video suite package, of which we would be saving $650 on that choice, by the way. Now let's get to the really exciting part, which is how we can get paid together. Now, the first way we get paid is called a fast start bonus, and is also known as a commission on the sales we personally make on a product package when we refer someone to Talk Fusion ourselves. Now, when they purchase one of our product packages, we earn 10% of the amount they pay instantly within 3 minutes of the sale. Now on top of that, we also earn points on each one of those packages that we can cash in on. It's simple. Anytime anybody within our organization sells a product package, whether it be a new product package or a monthly reorder on the subscription to it, that sales volume becomes the second way we get paid, which is by the efforts of others called team commissions, in addition to that fast start bonus. Now, I'll dig more into this in a moment, but basically, the bigger the package, the bigger the earnings. Now, the person in this example that you see wants to earn 30 times more money than they would over the same time frame, and they also made the decision of choosing the Pro Pack because 90% of the time, whatever package you pick is what the person you help get started to pick. Friends do what friends do, right? But no matter what the package they pick, they can always upgrade the difference. Now, so at 10% of that fast start bonus, also known as the commission on the personal sale, that would make you $300 in the bank within 3 minutes of those two sales. But it gets even better. So here's the question. How much of a percentage would we like to qualify for to earn from the sales of the people that got started after us, whether we personally invited them or not? 10% or 20%? So in this example, to qualify at 10%, we see we need 40 sales volume points personal on the left combined with 40 sales volume points personal on the right. Now to qualify at 20%, we see that we need 400 sales volume points personal, also known as PSV, on the left, combined with 400 PSV, personal sales volume points on the right. So here's the question. Do we want to earn single or double commission on the production of our team? Well, in order to meet the one-time qualification for that double, it would take 400 sales volume points, as you see. So the math is simple. Would we rather it take 20 $99 video email only sales we made ourselves? Because that package earns 40 points, which would take 10 sales, 40 points on the right side, and 10 sales, 40 points on the left side to equal the 400 points we need. Or would we rather it take just four $499 video suite sales we made ourselves? Because that package earns 200 points, which would take four sales that are 200 points on each side to equal the 400 points we need. Or would we rather it take just two $1,499 Pro Pack sales we made ourselves? Because that package earns 600 points, which would just be two sales that are 600 points on each side to equal the 400 points we need. And the 200 points left over from the Pro package pays us as well. More on that in a moment. Now, the second way we get paid is residual income, meaning something you continue to get paid on after you've done the work once. So the renewal of the monthly subscription earns us sales volume too, as well as the initial product package. Now, it's 25 points for renewing the Pro and Video Suite package, and just 5 points for renewing the video email only package. So here's another no-brainer question. Would we rather it take 8 people by the Video Suite and Pro package monthly renewals of 50, or 40 people by the video email only monthly renewals of just 10? Now, on top of those 2 fast start bonuses, right, I'm going to show you how the sales volume points add up to pay us. Now, we got paid instantly within 3 minutes, and we also get paid on the sales volume points instantly in 3 minutes. So we now start earning from passive sales volume as well as on top of personal sales volume. Now that you see how the points add up, the third way we get paid is team commissions on those points. So when the computer recognizes that the points match by 100 points coming from either the left or right sides, we can see that 2 sales equals 1 team commission. So in this example, the combined sales points of volume are 600. 20% of 600 sales volume points is $120. Now, once we're paid, the active volume gets reset at 0 until we make 2 more personal sales, or better yet, the 2 people on our team make 2 more personal sales. So with $300 in the bank from our 2 personal sales and $120 in the bank from the sales volume on those 2 sales, we've been paid instantly $420, which means we've been paid 3 times from the first 2 transactions within 3 minutes of those happening. Is that good or better than good? Well, now it's time to get paid for duplication. Now, each one of those first 2 people are called team builders, and the goal is to find 2 team builders for them. So in this example, they also buy the Pro package, and the computer pays out 2 more team commissions to us on that third level that you see there, because if 2 sales equals 1 team commissions, as we can see here from the efforts of the first 2 people, we're paid on 4 sales at the next level, which means by those 2 team commissions, we got paid. Do you see that? So what this means is we've made money from 6 sales, even though we only personally made 2 ourselves. So when we add that $240 we made on 2 sets of team commissions to the $420 from our first 2 sales and that first team commission we earned, that means our earnings so far are $660. So can you get excited about that? Now, so far, we've earned money 3 ways, right? We've earned money from the personal sales of any initial product package that we personally made. We earn residual income on the first month's subscription and continuing subscriptions on those packages. And 3, we earn passive income by a percentage of the sales volume points of others called team commissions. Now let's talk about the 4th way we make money, known as huge extreme bonuses on top of the team commissions. Now the plan is to create as many more millionaires as possible. And so this chart shows us how the organization pays us from the pattern of 2 people that help 2 people. Now look at this left column that says rank from top to bottom, as I explain it from a standpoint of weekly sales volume needed to achieve the promotions to those ranks, as the people following up after us achieve those ranks as well, pushing us up through this system. Now the first 4 ranks are attained by the weekly sales volume of 500 points for gold, 1,000 points for 1 star, 2,000 points for 2 star, 3,000 points for 3 star. Now 20% of those points is what we get paid in weekly team commissions on those points. Now the next 5 ranks are attained by the weekly sales volume of 10,000 points for diamond, 20,000 points for double diamond, 30,000 points for triple diamond, 40,000 points for diamond elite, and 50,000 points for blue diamond. Think about it. 20% of those points is what we would be paid by the efforts of other people called team commissions. So do 20% of 50,000 points and you can do the math on what you would be paid weekly. Now the last 5 ranks are attained by the weekly sales volume of 100,000 points for grand blue diamond, 150,000 points for royal blue diamond, 250,000 points for presidential blue diamond, 500,000 points for ambassador blue diamond, and 750,000 points for imperial blue diamond. So what is 20% of 750,000 points? You do the math. Now 20% of those points, like I said, will be paid by the weekly team commissions on those points. Now I want you to look at the black columns, left to right, that shows 1st through 10th generations, as I explained that from a percentage standpoint as well. Now, when you look at the green column, top to bottom, far left, at the same time that you look at the black columns, you'll see from the first 4 ranks, gold to 3 star, on top of that 20% of team commissions from those initial product sales of others, we'll earn 10% of their weekly team commissions. Now from the next 4 ranks, diamond to diamond elite, on top of the 20% of the team commissions from those initial product sales of others, we'll earn 10% of the weekly team commissions paid to them, as well as 5% of the weekly team commissions paid to their 2nd and 3rd generations that make up our whole organization. Now from the next 5 ranks, blue diamond to ambassador blue diamond, on top of the 20% of the team commissions from those initial product sales of others, as you can see, we'll earn 10% of the weekly team commissions paid to them, and 5% of the weekly team commissions paid to their 2nd and 3rd generations, and another 5% paid to their 4th through 8th generations that make up our organization. And for the top rank, imperial blue diamond, on top of that 20% of team commissions from those initial product sales of all the ranks we've duplicated, we'll earn 10% of the weekly team commissions paid to our personally sponsored associates, and then 5% of the weekly team commissions paid to their 2nd and 3rd generations, and another 5% paid to their 4th through 8th generations, but also another 2.5% of the weekly team commissions paid to their 9th and 10th generation associates that make up our entire organization. So that means that Talk Fusion pays out up to 50% of the company revenue by the production of these team builders that become team leaders. And this caps out at $150,000 a week at Imperial Blue Diamond, $600,000 a month, or $7.2 million a year. So how much do you think that your time is worth if your goal is to climb to the top of this plan? Now you need to start thinking realistically about making a whole lot of money. Now, remember in the video, Bob said something important as to why most people don't know why 97% of people retire at or below the poverty level. Now, remember in the video, Bob said something important as to why most people don't know why 97% of people retire at or below the poverty level. He said the answer is the lack of leverage based on the limited time of 168 hours a week, even if we never slept. He also pointed out that our cars weren't built by themselves and our homes weren't built by themselves. But the problem is that our incomes without leverage is being built by itself. So there are three components to Instant Pay that have made 31 millionaires in phase one of the first 11 years of this company. Number one is the power of duplication of other people's time, other people's money, and other people's efforts working by exponentiation. Number two is the sales volume or points of the product packages that are sold within our organization. Remember, our Pro Pack earns 30 times faster than a video email package and 3 times faster than a video suite package. And number three is the speed at which those points duplicate. So let's look at the first component, which is the amazing power of duplication. We plug into the system by choosing a package. We then find two people, and that simple pattern called team builder to those finding two, making us team leader, then begins. Now that pattern replicated itself 5 to 6 times straight within a 12-month time frame. That would be over 8,000 people in our organization by just 2 people at a time who made it their intention to find 2 more people. That means that we will have been paid instantly 2,048 times by this example. Now, this leads to the second component, which is the product packages that are purchased within our organization. If just 2 people a month bought the $99 video email package, that would earn us $36,855 based on 7 to 10 hours a week of work. If just 2 people a month bought the $499 video suite package, that would earn us $184,275 over the same time frame based on the same 7 to 10 hours a week of work. But if 2 people a month bought the $1499 package, that would earn us $511,875 plus $20,475 a month in residual income on subscriptions based on the same 7 to 10 hours a week of work. Now, this leads us to the third component, because if you didn't think we could duplicate our business any faster, we're wrong. It's called the speed at which Instant Pay duplicates. Notice from the left column that this chart shows a model that duplicates by 2 people a week. In other words, over a year, 2 people a month means we would earn these amounts within 365 days. But this chart shows how 2 that finds 2 duplicates in 12 weeks, which is 84 days, meaning 4 times faster. Well, top earners are called pace setters. Pace setters run this system at a rate that duplicates their sales volume twice every week. It's called 2 in 72 hours. For example, in law enforcement and crime solving, there's a precedent for this. You ever seen that crime show The First 48 Hours or mystery shows like CSI? Well, the premise of these shows are based on urgency and speed. And Mr. Rayner, being a policeman himself, will tell you that when it comes to homicide or missing children, time is of the essence and the clock starts ticking the moment they're called. That's because the chance of solving a murder or finding a child is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours. Well, we may not be trying to catch a murderer or find a missing child, but the sense of urgency is the same. So the culture of speed is developed from the foundation of we got to find 2 people within that 72 hours time frame that will pick a product package because the clock is ticking on the bandwidth speed that we need our business to run on. So here's the question. At what rate do we want Talk Fusion to work for us? 365 days, 84 days, or 36 days for the same money?